Okay, welcome back with the fresh information. Uh, the first thing you must understand is the word economy. The word economy refer to a group of people interacting as they go about their daily lives. Is originated from a Greek term and that is for person in charge of a household. Okay, you may also say like one who manages a household. Clear? Now we know that we are aware that household must divide their limited resources among their various members and while taking into account their individual needs, wants and capacity. Clear? So if I highlight for you guys, here you see the word economy, and I told you this is from Greek word, and there's a for one who manages a household. What does it mean? It means that a person in charge of household. Clear? Uh, and we also aware that household faces many decision. Okay, and they must divide their limited resources among their various members while taking into account their individual wants, capacity and needs. So it must decide which members of household to do which task and what each member gets in return. The example is here: who cooks the dinner? I mean, this is the allocations of the duty and responsibility, who does the laundry, and so on. The same is the case with the economy, where we have numerous choices of society for to support society, and they must decide which task will be completed and by whom. In simple word, it also say like a society passes many decision, and the society must decide that what job will be done and who will do them. It means that they must decide which task, which work, which responsibility will be completed and by whom. Okay. The example is here is it but the people, some people to grow food, some other people had to make clothing, and other had to design computer software and blah blah blah. Clear? Now, so this is the just a ground. Now here we have if I say the two fundamental ideas and two fundamental concepts. The scarcity is the first, and the definition of economics is the second. And you know that scarcity refer to the constraint nature of society resources, and you may call it as the limited nature of society resources. Means the resources are limited, okay, and that we call a scarcity. While the subject of economics, focuses on how society manages its limited resources. In a simple word, you can also say like the study of how society manages its scarce resources. This is the definition of economics. This is the two fundamental ideas, or you may call it concept, that we will talk about. Clear? So here, let me read for you guys that the management of society resources, the management of resources is important because resources are limited, resources are scarce. So for that purpose, we do some management because we don't in a position there to do some any sort of waste, because we have to effectively and efficiently use the scarce resources, and we if we study this management, then we call that economics, the subject of economics. Clear? In economics, we have, the economists have to ask, or you may say like that, economist studies. The first thing the economist studies, okay, let me write here. You may see here, no need for writing. I think here is it. Okay, economists. You see, economists therefore studies. What they study? The first thing they study how people make decision. It means that what factor the people are considering before taking any decision. The second thing, how much they work, is talking about work and how much they are able to work, and what sort of thing they want to buy, and how much they save. Means if they have money, then how much they spend on purchasing something, and how much they actually saving for the upcoming period. And you must also, the economists also consider that how much they want to save. So there's a lot of factors the economists consider. The another one factor which the economists study is the saving, how much they save, and then they also study the interaction between the people with one another. For example, you know that the buyers and the sellers of the goods together determine the price at which the good is sold, and the quantity that is sold. So they also study this sort of promise. And then finally, economists analyze forces and trends that affect the economy as a whole. Okay, they also study the forces or the trends that affect the economy. For example, the rate of inflation, mean the rate at which the price is rising, the growth in average economy, the average income, the growth in average income, the fraction of population that cannot find work, mean unemployed people. So these are the study stop, or these are the field which the economists focus and want to study. Now we have we have a lot. We have, I think, not a lot, but it's 10 factors, 10 principles which are we have to discuss here. The first thing you must understand how people make decision. I mean, what are the factors that people are considering before taking a decision. So here we have 10 principle, and we will discuss here the first one principle, and that is a trade-off. That we will talk about the trade-off. What does it mean? It means that making a decision requiring a trade-off, trade off one good with another. It means that there's nothing free, and you have to give up one thing when you are taking another one. So this you have to when making decision, it's required that you have trading off one good against another. And the classic example, we have guns and butter. Guns and butter. If you spend more money on defense of your country, then definitely you will have to less spend on the prosperity or the living standard of your people, the country people. So prosperity, you spend definitely less. So it means this inverse relationship, and this is called trade-off. Okay. In simple word, you can say that more spent and depends, less can spend on the the personal goods, goods to raise our standard of living at home. Clear? Now the second concept with the trade-off is efficiency and equity. There's also trade-off between these two factors, efficiency, and the other one is equity. Okay, and let me take you to the definition. Then we'll clearly understand that what does efficiency means. Efficiency is actually the property of society getting the most it can from its scarce resources. Here is the definitions. you might see here is how much, and the property of the distributing economic prosperity among the members of society, then we call that equity. So efficiency is society is getting the most it can from its scarce resources, while on the other hand we have equity, and equity is the distribution of that output that we getting from the society, society getting from the scarce resources. Now there is always conflict between these two, efficiency and equity, when the government making policies, if here is example, let me take it to the example. I think here is example. Okay, now let's say the government want to impose an individual income tax, asking the financial successful to contribute more than the other to support the government. I mean, they are asking for the from the rich people to support the government more than that of the poor people. So, although these policies have been the benefit of achieving the greater equity, I mean, you are getting greater equity because the prosperity fairly are distributed among the member of the society. But you have to face some cost, and that cost is in terms of reduced efficiency, and that will reduce your efficiency. If you focus more on equity, then definitely you will have cost in terms of reduced efficiency. It means that when the government redistribute the income from the rich to the poor, so it's reduce the rewards for working hard, and in consequences the people work less and produce fewer goods and services. So when the government tries to cut the economic pie into more equal slice, the pie gets smaller. So it's a simple concept, it's a very easy concept, that if you are want the fair distribution of prosperity among the society, then definitely it will discourage the efficiency. So this is the trade-off which the society face. Okay, so for today this is enough, and inshallah we'll continue our next lecture with another principle, and I hope that is people face that of opportunity cost. The cost of something is what you give up to get it. So we'll discuss the next principle of economics in the next lecture. Okay, thanks for watching.